Without further ado, I would like to welcome you all to the 2023 Pinning Recognition and Awards Ceremony. My name is Jordan Langer, and I represent the University of Wisconsin School of Nursing as the Alumni Relations Officer. I know many of you on the call, and it's my absolute privilege and honor to work with Badger nurses every single day in a variety of ways. As we begin our celebrations this evening, I would like to share a brief land acknowledgement. We must remember and recognize that the land UW-Madison occupies and the School of Nursing itself rests on native Ho-Chunk land. There is now a permanent marker atop Bascom Hill that recognizes our shared future. And this identifies and acknowledges the circumstances that led to the removal of the Ho-Chunk people. And our greater university community is committed to honoring their inherent sovereignty and history of their resilience and resistance. So thank you for that. I first want to welcome our students who have been nominated and selected to receive a nursing pin this year. I want to also thank our alumni and family members of our alumni who've been generous in gifting their nursing pins to the next generation of Badger nurses. Family and friends, thank you so much for being here to show your support and love to our soon-to-be graduates. I think we're 16 days and counting from now. And I do want to thank our incredible leader, Dean Linda Scott, for instilling the importance of continuing and honoring a tradition such as this ceremony. Our virtual platform has allowed our out-of-town alumni, family, and friends to participate in this valuable experience. This is such an incredible moment in time, and I thank you all again for taking the time to pay tribute to this tradition of passing alumni pins to our graduating nursing students. I would now like to introduce you all to our UW Nurses Alumni Organization Vice President, Cara McKenzie, who will share a few words about the symbolic history of the nursing pin.
Thanks, Jordan. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being present for this event. My name's Cara McKenzie. As Jordan said, I'm the Vice President of the Nurse Alumni Organization Board, and I am a graduate of 2010 from the BSN program. I am also a Madison native and excited to be here tonight. The School of Nursing pin symbolizes a proud tradition of service expressed through each of its parts. Given annually, the pin signifies both achievement and promise. Designed in 1926 by Helen Dean Schulte, the school's first director, the pin consists of the university seal on a maroon cross with a caduceus. The cross patee dates from the Middle Ages when it was worn by the Knight Hospitaller, a nursing order. Its wings represent a bird covering its young, symbolizing protection and nursing. A caduceus, two snakes winding around a staff, symbolizes medicine. The UW Nurses Alumni Organization established the pin donation program in 1997 and has been awarding graduating students with alumni pins ever since. The pin of the UW-Madison School of Nursing embodies a proud tradition of service. The passing of the pins to our new graduates is a sign of the recipient's achievement and promise. All UW-Madison School of Nursing students, faculty, and staff are invited to nominate graduating students to be considered for a pin. The strongest candidates are concerned, caring people. They are well-rounded in personal and service-oriented commitments and have recognized academic accomplishments. Students can be considered due to their perseverance in overcoming challenges to complete their nursing education. There were incredible nominations this year submitted on behalf of our students, and it was a truly difficult decision in our opinion. As the UW NAO board, we believe all our students are worthy of a pin. Tonight, we will hear from our alumni pin donors, allowing our students the opportunity to meet the owner of the pin they are receiving and express their gratitude. Several of our UW NAO board members are present tonight and will be helping make our program flow smoothly. I would like to thank Ashley Feelick, a two-time Badger nursing grad and current UW NAO president who's unable to join us tonight, Linda Proci, another proud two-time School of Nursing graduate and Board of Visitors member, Peggy Zimdars, a 1973 graduate and Board of Visitors member who will also be celebrating her 50-year reunion this year, and Dorinda Cartier, a proud 1972 graduate. The UW-NAO board is proud to welcome the next group of students into alumnihood this spring. To get things started, I would first like to welcome Dean Linda Scott to share her thoughts on tradition and present the Dean's Pin.
Thank you, Cara. And good evening, everyone. I'm delighted to see all of you join us tonight. Before I begin, I would like to welcome our Nurses Alumni Organization members and leaders, and thank you for organizing and supporting this event. I would also like to welcome members of our school's Board of Visitors who have joined us, including our board chair, Nancy Fraser-Mikowski. In addition, it is a pleasure to welcome our nursing pin donors or their family members. Thank you for contributing your pins for this purpose. It is even more special that you have chosen to join us this evening. And of course, I would like to extend a welcome and congratulations to our soon-to-be graduates who have been selected as Pin recipients. It is an honor that you have been chosen for this recognition. Pins have been a tradition in nursing since the 1800s. The pin you received this evening is unique to the UW-Madison School of Nursing. It is a reminder that you are connected to others throughout the school's history. As we approach our centennial year, 2024, we are honoring and strengthening connections between the generations of School of Nursing alumni and friends. Some of the joy in doing so comes from acknowledging what the generations of Badger nurses have in common. Pin recipients, just like you are now, the School of Nursing graduates before you were excited and even a bit daunted, but were very well prepared for what comes next. As you have been, the graduates before you have been encouraged to build and embrace the identity of being a nurse leader. As new graduates, they trusted in their education and believed in themselves as lifelong learners. Soon, your experiences as baccalaureate prepared nurses will add to the chapter of Badger nurses before you. They went on to change lives through their nursing careers as clinicians, administrators, educators, researchers, and entrepreneurs. They became leaders for the profession and society, and so will you. The gift of receiving a pin from one of our donors is a reminder of two things. First, you deserve to set your standards and aspirations high. And second, though it may not always be easy, you are not alone as you find your path and become the nurse leader you are truly prepared to be. With this in mind, I would like to award our first pin of the evening, the Dean's Pin. It is my pleasure to award the Dean's Pin to a truly outstanding graduate student, Angie Lee. Angie is graduating from our traditional BSN program, where she is in the honors program and is active in a variety of service and pre-professional roles, in addition to assisting in research. Angie has distinguished herself academically, as an advocate, and for applying her intellectual curiosity and leadership for the benefit of others. She was nominated by Assistant Professor Dr. Maichu Lor. Angie has held the role of a CNA on a memory care unit of a nursing home, gaining valuable experience and thriving in the role of communicating residents' needs and changes in mental or physical health. As a BSN student, Angie has been active in geriatric care and outreach, including service as a board member of the Geriatric Interest Group, an interdisciplinary organization of nursing and medical students. As such, she organized and planned outreach events for nursing and medical students to get exposure to older adults in the community and in long-term care settings. Angie also volunteered for Adaptive Fitness, a program that assists older adults with disabilities. In Adaptive Fitness, she created, implemented, and tracked plans to improve the health of this vulnerable and often underserved population. And Angie volunteers for New Friends, a program that coordinates informal virtual connections between health profession students and individuals with mild cognitive impairment, Alzheimer's disease, and other related dementias. In her nomination, Dr. Lord characterized Angie as not only an exceptional leader, but one who is service-oriented. In her time as a student, Angie has also been an exemplary peer. She is a mentor and tutor to classmates in the School of Nursing, and she has planned and led professional development activities for peers in her residence hall. Angie has also contributed meaningfully to Dr. Lohr's ongoing NIH-funded study focusing on improving pain communication between Hmong patients with limited English proficiency, interpreters, and healthcare providers. Dr. Lohr detailed Angie's valuable role in bringing the data collection and validation to a close for this project, citing her effectiveness and initiative as reasons why she invited Angie to be a co-author on the manuscript describing the study's results. Angie, it is indeed a pleasure to award you the Dean's Pin in recognition of the promise you have already shown and my belief in what you can and will do in the future. May you continue to set your aspirations high and remember that you are never alone in your journey to improve and protect health.
Thank you. I want to thank you so much for the honor of receiving this pin. As a first-generation college student, this isn't something that I would have ever imagined myself receiving many years ago, and I couldn't be here today without the support of everybody in my life. And I want to give a special shout out to my family, my friends, and my mentors that have all provided me the physical and emotional support that allows me to be where I am today. And again, I'm really grateful tonight to be recognized with all of my amazing peers here, and I look forward to becoming a Badger nurse and carrying on this legacy. I will be continuing my nursing career at UW Health in August on UW Health Burn ICU.
Thank you, Angie. I wish you the very best as you complete your baccalaureate degree and then move confidently into your career at UW Health, where you will provide compassionate and skillful care for patients at the most critical time in their lives in the burn ICU. Please keep us informed along your journey. And as a person who will dedicate great amounts of time and energy for the health of others, I hope you will always remember to take care of your own health and well-being as well. So we will now hear again from Cara, who will introduce our next speakers. So thank you.
Thank you, Dean Scott, for sharing those inspiring words and presenting Angie. And Angie, thank you so much for your work in the past few years, and I foresee you doing a lot in the future. I would like to next welcome the School of Nursing's Board of Visitors Chair, Nancy Fraser-Mikulski, to present the Board of Visitors pin.
Good evening, everyone. The School of Nursing Board of Visitors is a group of leaders from healthcare and business communities who provide strategic guidance to the dean. The pin donated by the board recognizes a student's leadership and strategic guidance. It's our pleasure tonight to introduce this year's Board of Visitors pin recipient, Hannah Park. Hannah was nominated by Dr. Maichu Lohr, who shared glowing remarks on her behalf. And I quote, "Hannah has a keen interest in understanding how social determinants of health affect mental health and adverse childhood experiences in minoritized populations, as well as interventions that mitigate the disparities in mental health care. As an honor student working with me, she found an interest in the use of storytelling or narrative interviewing used in one mental health care model for some minoritized populations. From this interest, Hannah, and a PhD student in the anthropology program, collaborated under my mentorship and conducted a case study to assess the impact of structured versus storytelling interviewing on the mental health assessment of a non-English speaking Hmong patient. Hannah took the lead in analyzing the structured data from the Hmong patient's electronic health record and assisted in storytelling interviews. From her case study, Hannah found that storytelling interviews provided higher quality and a breadth of health information among the Hmong patient's mental health condition compared to structured interviews. Hannah's project has implications for providing more equitable care to minoritized populations who are not from the mainstream community. The results of her project will be submitted to the International Journal of Mental Health Nursing by May of 2023. Additionally, Hannah has applied to several nursing PhD programs to continue to this line of work. On behalf of the School of Nursing Board of Visitors, congratulations, Hannah. You are so deserving of this recognition. We are so proud of you. We now welcome you to share a few words with us.
Thank you so much for the award. It's an amazing award. I can't even describe how like happy I am to receive it. Just a couple of thanks to my peers, Dr. Lohr and the anthropology student and all the colleagues that I've met throughout my nursing journey to achieve this award. And some future plans that I have is that I'll be going off to Seattle's Children's Hospital, working on the psych floor, working with the pediatric population, just get more experience before I go off and to my PhD.
Hannah, again, thank you and congratulations on receiving the Board of Visitors pin. Now it is time to present a very special pin. It is the Class of 1997 Legacy Pin. So I would now like to welcome Class of 1997 graduate, Susanna Zamanek, to present this Legacy Pin. Susanna?
Thank you, Jordan. It's my pleasure and honor to honor Casey Bauer with the Class of 1997 Legacy Pin. Last year, several of my 1997 classmates and I came together to celebrate our 25th reunion. The School of Nursing welcomed us back warmly, and we were able to reconnect, look back at all of the paths our lives had led us to. During our time on campus, our group decided to sponsor a legacy pin that could be included in the pinning tradition because our nursing pins meant the world to us. I'm representing my class and couldn't imagine a more deserving student than Casey to receive our legacy pin. Casey was nominated by Assistant Professor Megan Miller and also her sister, Charlotte Bauer. Here's a quote from Professor Miller. Casey is undertaking an honors project to explore qualitative data in a new way, looking at transcripts from interviews I had conducted as part of a larger study to determine how people with cancer describe changes in spirituality across their lifespan, before, during, and after cancer diagnosis. I'm impressed with the care Casey has brought to analyzing qualitative data, developing themes, and selecting representative quotes. Casey's commitment to representing the participants' account of their lived experience is clear, and she is dedicated to applying results to impact nursing. Charlotte shared, I am Casey's sister, a sophomore at UW-Madison. I am so proud of her intelligence, passion, and drive to become a nurse. She has always been a role model, and I'm so honored to see her graduate after I have seen her work so hard. She fulfills all the best qualities of a nurse. Congratulations, Casey. On behalf of the Class of 1997, go forward, change lives. Casey, I welcome you to unmute and share a few words. Thank you.
Hi, I want to thank you so much for the donation of your pin and dedication to the generation of us new nurses. And I want to acknowledge all UW-Madison nursing alumni that have carved the path for us. Your commitment to clinical practice, research, and innovation has guided the education I've received here. And I want to give a special shout out, which guided my future in nursing, to my Aunt Nora. Seeing her passion, sacrifice, and dedication and love for nursing led me to this career. I'm following in her footsteps because she's a UW-Madison nursing alum as well, has given me the ability to go and now show my same passion. Upon graduation, I'm going to be working in Middleton on an inpatient psychiatric hospital. And then again, I just want to say I'm beyond grateful for my time at UW-Madison, the School of Nursing, the Class of 1997, and the honor of receiving a UW pin. So thank you.
Thanks so much, Cassie and Susanna. Celebrating the Class of 1997 remains one of my favorite experiences at the School of Nursing so far. So again, thank you for trusting me to bring a 25-year reunion to life. We just had so much fun, and it has now paved the way for future reunions. We're now actually at the point where we're recognizing our students who are recipients of pins that have been donated by our alumni. So Cara and other members of our UW Nurses Alumni Organization board will announce the names of our student recipients and the alumna's pin they are receiving. So students, again, you'll be asked to read a few words and just share this moment with the alum's pin that you're receiving. For our PIN donors, please again be willing to share a little bit about yourselves, your nursing journey, and how your nursing legacy will be immortalized through the passing of your PIN. Several of our PIN donors were unable to be with us this evening, but a few of them did write remarks that will be read during tonight's ceremony. So with that, I will hand it back to Cara.
Emily Bowerman will be graduating from the traditional BSN program in May, and she will be receiving Mary Kay Gardner's nursing PIN. Emily will be receiving her second baccalaureate degree from UW-Madison. She previously earned a degree in health promotion and health equity. Emily has excelled academically and been involved with several honors societies, including Sigma Theta Tau. As a future nurse, Emily wants to provide equitable care and advocacy to the populations who need it the most. She has accepted a position in the neuro ICU at the UW hospital. Here, she will be able to care and advocate for patients who might not be able to speak for themselves. Emily is receiving Mary Kay Gardner's nursing PIN, and Mary Kay is a two-time School of Nursing grad, earning degrees in 1970 and 1981. Her nursing career was diverse, including critical care, education, advanced clinical practice, and leadership. Later in her career, she transitioned to health system administration, where she was fortunate to serve as vice president and chief operating officer of a multi-facility system. Mary Kay couldn't join us this evening, but she sent a few remarks to be shared. It is with great pleasure that I transfer my School of Nursing PIN to a 2023 graduate. Throughout my varied and rewarding professional career, it served as a reminder of the quality of education I received. Emily, as you develop and progress through your nursing journey, please wear it with pride and embrace the value of nursing as a profession based in science and the human experience. Congratulations. I look forward to seeing where nursing takes you.
This is a super great honor. I was actually kind of blown away when I got the notification that I received the PIN, so this is super exciting. Obviously, I want to thank Mary. I'm sad that she can't be here tonight, but also I definitely want to thank my friends and family. Some of them are here tonight, and I just couldn't have made it without you guys. It's been a long 6 years, but I'm here, and I'm super thankful for everyone who's believed in me this whole time. Thanks.
Thank you, Mary Kay, and congratulations, Emily. I have the pleasure to announce our next PIN recipient. Jamie Hernandez will be graduating from the traditional BSN program, and she is receiving Sonia Nealis' PIN. In her nomination, Jamie shared her experience working at an Easter Seals summer camp and discovering how little nursing students are prepared to work with a disabled population. She took it upon herself to speak with the program director to think of new ideas for the program, equipped with ideas for classes and simulations backed with research articles. Jamie worked as a float student nurse assistant at the American Family Children's Hospital throughout her time in the nursing program. She realized her passion for nursing after watching how her dad was cared for throughout his long battle with diabetes. She saw the impact nurses have on patients and their families. And she wrote, "The nurses were there to comfort and motivate my dad through dialysis and his kidney and pancreatic transplant. She has accepted a position as a nurse resident at UW on the hemodialysis unit, where she will care for patients like her dad with the thoughtful and loving care that her mom demonstrated while she was growing up." Jamie is receiving Sonia Nealis' nursing PIN this evening. Sonia graduated from Madison General Hospital with a diploma in 1967. The program was excellent in preparing for a demanding hospital staff nurse position. As a diploma graduate, she felt that it was appropriate to pursue a BSN degree from UW-Madison. This involved taking and passing the final exams for the nursing courses offered at UW. She also had completed the nursing prerequisites and completed the additional 3 required BSN courses. During that time, she was working as a staff nurse in the critical care unit at UW Hospital. Shortly after, she accepted a position as the 3rd chemotherapy research nurse at UW Hospital. During her nursing career, she held research positions, additional oncology, and critical care positions. For the last 20 years until retirement, she was a nurse clinician in electrophysiology and medical cardiology. I don't believe Sonia is here this evening, but she asked that we read this. Sonia was unable to join us tonight, and she asked the following statement Jamie, a big congratulations to you as you embark on an interesting, challenging, and rewarding career in nursing. I am honored to share my nursing pin with you. May you remain compassionate and curious as you continue your journey. I look forward to meeting you soon.
Obviously, thank you for choosing me to pass the pin down to. I wish I could say it to her directly. I'm honored to carry the pin with me and represent what it means to become a Badger nurse and the work it takes to become one. Like you said, I'm going to be on the hemodialysis unit, and obviously that unit holds a big place in my heart, and I'm just happy to be the one chosen to carry her pin with me during that.
Thank you, Jamie and Sonia. I am thrilled to share Kiana Montalvo will be receiving Mary Dowd's nursing pin. Kiana will be graduating from the traditional BSN program, and I'm also extremely excited to recognize Kiana tonight, as the two of us have been paired over this entire past year through the Badger Nurse Mentorship Program. Kiana, I am just so very proud of you. Kiana is a first-generation college student who chose to pursue nursing because of the care her father has received through enduring multiple health issues. Seeing compassionate, strong, and skilled nurses inspired her to learn more and understand ways to aid in her father's recovery. After graduation, she will be pursuing a career in pediatrics at the American Family Children's Hospital, where she has been working many, many hours in the CNA role. I know that unit just was so glad that they get to keep her in her new professional role. She hopes to someday to come back to UW and become a pediatric nurse practitioner. Mary Dowds graduated from the School of Nursing in 1997, but she would like to say she has had several nursing lives. And I think as the stories are told this evening, for all of you who are graduating, that we have had many, many lives during our professional and personal lives. After graduating from a 2-year program in 1971, she worked on a post-surgical unit. Gradually, she transitioned to a sub-intensive care unit where she took care of dialysis patients as well as post-kidney transplant patients. When the opportunity presented itself, she took a job as a dialysis nurse. She recalls many of the patients became her extended family. Her next nursing life was in obstetrics. There she spent the bulk of her career as a labor and delivery nurse. It was during this time that she was able to complete her BSN degree at UW-Madison. The last 2 years before her retirement, she shifted to oncology and worked in a chemo infusion unit. Nursing just opened so many doors. Mary, would you like to share any words of wisdom with Kiana and our other students here today?
Well, I'm just thrilled to have the opportunity to witness the passing of the pins, and glad that I have donated my pin to such a worthy woman as she graduates at this time. I hope that you are so proud of your achievements and that you continue on and take every opportunity that appeals to you to investigate, to learn more, and just really enjoy it. And I hope it is as rewarding for you as it has been for me my entire life.
Hi, Mary and Linda. I really appreciate those kind words. Linda, it's been great to be paired with you over this past year, and I'm really honored to have you read my award for me. And Mary, thank you so much for donating your pin to me. And I really hope that hopefully one day when I can get back to the nursing school in the same way.
Thank you for sharing, Kiana, Mary, and Linda. I'm pleased to announce our next pin recipient and pin donor. Judy Chen will be receiving the nursing pin donated by Sherry Paulus Deal. Judy was nominated by clinical instructor Dina Blanchard. Judy is the first-generation Chinese-American student in the traditional BSN program who hopes to one day become a family nurse practitioner. Prior to nursing school, she graduated in May 2021 with a Human Development and Family Studies, HDFS, which she believes to be her bridge between humanities and science through a holistic approach to understanding the human experience, a perspective she will apply as a nurse. She discovered her passion for nursing when her grandfather was diagnosed with brain cancer, and she became his primary caregiver. As his caregiver, she appreciated the social emotional aspect of caring for someone in their most vulnerable state, which she will experience firsthand as a nurse. During her time on campus, she has been extremely involved, serving in multiple capacities: an undergraduate researcher, a new member educator, treasurer, active badger volunteer, nurse extern at Northwestern, and anatomy tutor at the Shirley Ryan Ability Lab. Judy is receiving Sherry Paul Steele's nursing pin. Sherry graduated from St. Mary's Hospital School of Nursing in Madison, a 3-year diploma program in 1973. She then worked at St. Mary's on a young adult med-surg floor. She decided she wanted to earn a degree and return to UW-Madison. Here, she was able to focus on community health rather than hospital nursing. She went on to work in home health, and she loved that experience. Being able to see and care for people in their homes was so valuable, and I felt beyond appreciated by them. Raising 5 children was a challenge, so as they aged, she worked as a substitute teacher in their schools. Nurses truly never retire, so Sherry was able to assist with vaccine clinics during the pandemic. Judy and Sherry, would you care to share a few words with us?
Thank you so much. I'm so emotional, but as a first generation student and first healthcare staff in my family, I am very humbled and grateful to be receiving a pin from Nurse Sherry. I hope to uphold the standard of what it means to be a great nurse and hope to continue growing and transforming lives as I navigate through my journey as a future nurse and hopefully a family nurse practitioner. Thank you so much.
I'm not seeing Sherry with us this evening, so Judy, I'll make sure that you two get connected afterwards. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Judy, for sharing your thoughts and reflections with us. Our next pin recipient is Annalie Garcia. Annalie is graduating from the traditional BSN program, and she was nominated by her peer, Danielle Harris. I am pleased to tell you just real quickly here that I had the pleasure of meeting Annalie when we celebrated the birth date this past January of Signe Scott Cooper. We were giving out Coop cakes, and I had a blast. Anyway, let me tell you more about her nomination. Danielle wrote, Annalie serves as a student ambassador to the UW-Madison School of Nursing, where she exemplifies leadership through representing the School of Nursing in outreach events on and off campus, and helping to maintain and foster alumni relations. Her leadership expands into mentorship prospective students as a peer advisor and holding a role on the multicultural student nursing organizations, known as MSNO, executive board, as the nursing academic liaison, where she works to ensure that students do not face their academic struggles alone. She offers her time to be a resource for many students seeking assistance during their nursing educational paths by offering guidance to students on their nursing application and interviews, while also spending her time providing compassionate care to her patients. Annalie will be receiving Jane Rosenfeld's nursing pin. Jane graduated from the School of Nursing in 1968. As a new grad, Jane wanted more hospital experience to be put into practice basic learning and skills. Her early nursing path led her to positions in med-surg, adult care, pediatrics, labor and delivery, and many other specialties. Later, after moving to a small mountain town, she worked in an adult clinic, served as a school nurse, dabbled in home health, and provided childbirth preparation classes. Wow. After a refresher for RN classes, she returned to hospital nursing in a step-down acute care unit. Multiple moves and life changes, Jane proved once again that nurses never retire as she continues to volunteer in hospital and community health settings. Jane, thank you for donating your pin to Annalie. We'd love to hear more about your nursing journey and what it means to have your nursing pin legacy continue with Annalie.
Thank you for this opportunity to recall once again what a great experience my time at UW School of Nursing was. It's provided a fantastic foundation, not just for a nursing profession, but in all of life. And it's one I treasure greatly. To Annalee, I am so happy to be passing along my nursing pin to such a dedicated and excellent young woman. I've read your bio that you wrote yourself. I see that we were both stimulated to enter the nursing profession because of an unwell family member. My mother had MS, and so I understand very well what that impetus was. It's given us great insights from the other side of the patient care continuum. Also from your bio, Annalee, I noticed that you already have great wisdom that will carry you forward in your career. One of the first things you mentioned was listening. That is just a key to being a wonderful nurse, a nurse who listens, understands, and advocates. And you are a mentor for other students coming after you. So all I have to say now to you, I guess, is congratulations, mazel tov, and muchas felicidades.
Thank you so much, Jane. I have it here right with me in regards to the ceremony. I want to thank you for donating the pin, and I want to thank the rest of the alumni for donating the pin and for donating your time with us today. It's an honor to meet every one of you and to see you, especially at different events. So it's been amazing the last 2 years. I want to thank Danielle for nominating me, which was a surprise. I didn't know that until now. So thank you so much. It's an honor to not only be nominated, but to be actually chosen for the pin. And funny story, me and Danielle came into this. We've met each other through MSNO our freshman year, and now we're graduating and leaving and going to be going to the same hospital together. So I don't know what that tells you, but all I know is that me and Danielle are going to be locked in for a while. So yeah, I also want to say hi to my mom and thanks for showing up. And thank you all again for everyone for taking the time to witness this today.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Annalee and Jane. Great to see you tonight as well. I'm honored to share our next pin recipient is Carl Hummel. I have been incredibly lucky to work with Carl as he has been serving as a student ambassador since the beginning of the academic year. He has been an outstanding representative and example of what a Badger nurse exemplifies in every shape of the word. I could not be more excited to recognize him for this honor tonight. Carl was nominated by Dr. Wan Chin Kuo and one of his peers. His nominators shared, Carl actively seeks opportunities to provide service and leadership to the campus community. He participates in the UW-Madison triathlon team to achieve his fitness and well-being goals, all while providing service and giving back to his community through volunteerism that the team also takes part in. Carl carries a huge heart, and his care and compassion is seen throughout his interaction with patients, peers, and everyone that has the opportunity to come in contact with him. Carl's honors research project was selected to be presented at the 2023 Midwest Nursing Research Society annual conference. He received a UW-Madison School of Nursing Travel Award to disseminate his research findings. His passion for nursing initiated a research project which examines the community dwelling older adults' mobility and functioning. His findings highlight the importance of functional improvement in older adults who experience self-health stress, family health stress, and housing insecurity. Carl, you'll be receiving Michelle Burns Nursing Pin. Michelle graduated in 1979 with her BSN and then went on to receive her master's degree in nursing in 1986. She began her nursing career as an operating nurse. Her parents were both school teachers, and she found herself enjoying teaching so much, so she actually pursued both a master's and PhD in nursing education. She ended her career teaching at the doctoral level at Georgia State University. I'm so pleased to connect you both and feel confident that Michelle's pin will continue to serve you well through your nursing journey and career. Unfortunately, Michelle couldn't be with us this evening, but she asked me to read the following statement and her note of congratulations. Congratulations, Carl, and to all the School of Nursing graduates. Welcome to the greatest profession ever. There are so many areas of nursing that you can follow your passion with. My clinical passion was perioperative nursing. I liked the collegiality amongst professions for patient advocacy and the quick-paced environment. Most of my career was spent in higher education, teaching both undergraduate and graduate students. Our speaker at graduation encouraged us to continue our education. So I wish that all for you to think about that as you pursue your careers as well. So Carl, with that being said, do you want to share any thoughts with the group this evening?
Thank you. Receiving this pin is an incredible honor, and it would not be possible without the continued support from my friends, family, and faculty at the UW-Madison School of Nursing. Their kindness, their patience, and their wisdom from those around me have helped me so much, and I'm eternally grateful to everybody I've met during my 2 years in the UW-Madison nursing program. My immediate career goals are to work with patients on the inpatient behavioral health unit at UW Health here in my hometown of Madison, as a way to give back to the city that raised me and also work with patients with mental health needs. My future goals are to pursue either a master's or a DNP in psychiatric mental health nursing in order to provide the highest level, possible level of care for individuals with mental health needs. Thank you, Michelle Byrne. By becoming a member of this tradition, I hope to live up to the values that PIN symbolizes. I'd love to contribute to the tradition in the future by eventually passing the PIN on to the next generation of newly graduated nurses that are about to enter the healthcare field.
Congratulations, Carl. Thank you for sharing. I'm honored to present our next pair. Ari Yarn will be receiving Helen Ritzler's nursing pin. Ari was nominated by one of her peers who shared the following statements in her nomination. Ari exemplifies her leadership and service through her role as a student ambassador of the UW-Madison School of Nursing, where she seeks opportunities to help the nursing school excel in its mission and goals of enhancing community engagement and promoting the school to prospective students. Outside of school, Ari dedicates her time working as a nursing assistant at UW Health Hospital, where she provides compassionate care to all her patients, ensuring that her patients' voices are heard and respected by all healthcare personnel. It wasn't until Ari became a home health aide during her sophomore year that she found her passion for caring and advocating for others. After discovering this about herself, she applied to the nursing school, and now she is weeks away from graduating and plans to move to North Carolina and begin working as a registered nurse at the UNC hospital as an oncology nurse. I am pleased to share she will be receiving Helen Ritzler's nursing pin. Helen graduated in 1955 and pursued public health nursing in Milwaukee. She continued her career and worked in various hospital nursing settings in Wisconsin, Illinois, and Colorado. Nursing was a calling for Helen, and it seems Ari has the same calling. Helen and Ari, I know you're both with us. Would you two like to share a few thoughts with the group?
I just want to say thank you to Helen and the peer that nominated me and the staff at UW. It's such an honor to receive this pin and be a part of such an amazing tradition. And I never would have thought that I would receive this during nursing school. So it's just really special to me. And I can't wait to wear it and pass it on in the future. Thank you so much.
I'm going to guess that Helen is not with us to share her comments. So congratulations, Ari, and I know you'll be doing some really great things. It's my pleasure now to announce our next PIN recipient and PIN donor. Yesenia Gamaro will be receiving the nursing pin donated by Elaine Stecker. Yesenia is a first-generation Latina student. Pursuing higher education and a nursing degree not only represents her personal drive, but also realizes those of her patients and families. Her passion for nursing began when she realized the impact she could have in diminishing barriers to improve the quality of care her family and community could receive. After graduation, she plans to return to Los Angeles and hopes to work in the emergency department to help vulnerable communities. In the future, she hopes to pursue a graduate degree in nursing and apply her experiences to create research that will improve the quality, access, and comfortability in healthcare for minority communities. Yesenia also became a published author during her work with Dr. Maichu Lor, Understanding Attitudes, Beliefs, Behaviors, and Barriers to Hearing Loss Care among Hispanic Adults and Caregivers. She has presented at the Midwest Nursing Research Society Conference for her research projects both in 2022 and 2023. She has been the pre-nursing speaker in both 2021 and 2022. Her journey into nursing has included challenges such as moving to a new state, becoming one of the few people of color in her classes, and being rejected on her first attempt to be admitted to the nursing program. Very glad she did not decide to give up. She sought feedback and participated in nursing opportunities and practiced her interview skills, resulting in her acceptance. I am also extremely proud to say that Yesenia and I met during the mock interview process this past January, which is one of many activities that UW nursing alumni can participate in each year. Plus, I'm excited to have her in Los Angeles as I'm just up the road in Pasadena. Yesenia is receiving Elaine's nursing pin. Elaine graduated in 1969 from the School of Nursing and then went on to work in Michigan in med-surg and obstetrics. Adjusting for family needs, she's also worked part-time in a single doctor medical office and then in the county public health department. Around that time, Medicare started covering home care visits. So she moved back to Wisconsin and for the next 23 years worked in home care and/or hospice agencies. The experience she had in hospital work and outpatient settings proved to be invaluable for her in-home care and hospice services. Elaine, thank you so much for donating your pin. Would you and Yesenia both like to now share a few words with us?
Yesenia, you have shown yourself to be an excellent student despite numerous challenges to just get into nursing school. Your bio and your information sheet show your wonderful accomplishments in academics, in research, and in volunteer activities. You and your classmates are very much needed. The University of Wisconsin Nursing School pin given to you was worn in a variety of nursing jobs for over 40 years. Wear it with pride as you take care of people who need you. And remember, you will always be welcome if you come back to the Badger State of Wisconsin.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I would like to appreciate all of our Badger alum for keeping this legacy, and a special thank you to Elaine for donating her pin to me. It really is such an honor to be a Badger nurse and continuing this legacy. I'd also like to give a special shout out to my family who are here now, and they continue to support me as I further my education, even though we are miles apart. They truly are my main motivation to be the best nurse that I can be. And again, just a special thank you for the Badger family and everything you've done to help our education.
Thank you both for sharing your reflections and thoughts with us. Our next pin recipient is Annika Varst. Annika is graduating from the Accelerated BSN program, and she will receive Charlotte Pagel Anderson's pin. She was nominated by one of her peers, Lily Swenson. Lily wrote in her nomination, Annika has been such a role model for me and others throughout our time in the Accelerated program. She is hardworking, inquisitive, and genuine. She will make a fantastic nurse due to her intelligence, compassion, and strive to make this world a better place. She has passion for this profession. It was challenging for Annika to leave her first-time job and pursue another degree. During her time working for EPIC, she was the leader for her GSGN, Sex Gender Names Committee. She talked to hospital executives to better understand the experiences of their transgender patients and their goals for how to improve their experience. Annika has accepted a job at Mayo Clinic in Phoenix on the Med-Surg unit and will be starting in June. Annika is receiving Charlotte Pagel Anderson's nursing pin. Charlotte graduated from the School of Nursing in 1959. Charlotte shared she had an aunt who was an industrial nurse, and she encouraged her to pursue a nursing education. When Charlotte and her husband moved to California, she began working for the Kaiser Permanente Home Health Agency, which had just opened. She continued her nursing career in the areas of home care and hospice until she retired in 1992. We thank her for donating her pin back to another Badger nurse. Annika, please share any thoughts you might have for us.
Thank you so much, Peggy, and thank you for this pin. I'm so honored to be receiving this from Charlotte, whose career spanned the whole spectrum of the human experience from OB to hospice. What an incredible career. Like her, I hope to have a career full of memories, and I'm proud to spend a lifetime dedicated to serving. As Peggy said, I'm going to be kickstarting that career at a med-surg unit at Mayo Clinic in Phoenix in June. And I know what you're all thinking. You're moving to the desert in the middle of summer. But as we all know, nurses are tough cookies and we don't run from hard things. So again, thank you, Charlotte, and everyone else involved in this honor.
I am thrilled to share our next pair tonight. Paige Henry will be receiving Sandy Ladkey's nursing pin. Paige will be graduating from the traditional BSN program in a few weeks here. Paige's decision to pursue nursing was largely influenced by the experiences that she had with her grandfather's dementia diagnosis. Though she was too young to assist with his medical care at the time, she quickly noticed the compassion that his nurses provided, which had him at ease. She realized that she had the desire to become a similar source of comfort and support for others. Paige is passionate about forming global nursing partnerships and engaging in cross-cultural research. Therefore, she decided to complete a summer study abroad program in Dublin, Ireland during the summer of 2022. This allowed her to identify the type of nursing that she would like to pursue in the future. Sandy Ladkey is self-described to be like a butterfly, meaning she is constantly wanting to learn new things and try new things. She graduated from the School of Nursing in 1971. She worked a total of 33 years as a nurse, 31 of those being at the Milwaukee Veterans Administration Hospital. It was good, but it was not always an easy choice for her because she was able to learn and work with many specialties all within the same system. However, change comes with challenges and complications. The following list of opportunities was something that nursing provided to her. She served as a staff nurse on the spinal cord service floor, being a nurse educator for nursing assistants. She served as a float nurse, a head nurse on the spinal cord floor. She was a research coordinator for congestive heart failure and vascular leg grafts. She was a care facilitator for general plastic surgery clinics, and she was an assessment coordinator for an admission group for dementia and rehab care. We would easily call her a jack of all trades. And a fun fact about Sandy, too, that I don't think many people know, is she would walk at minimum 2 miles one way to work every single day. She didn't drive or take the bus, so she walked to work every single day for those 31 years of the VA. So unfortunately, Sandy was unable to join us at the last minute this evening, but she looks forward to connecting with Paige at a future time. So Paige, would you like to share anything with the group this evening?
Thank you, Jordan. I would like to say thank you to Sandy for donating her pin to me. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to continuing this tradition in the future. I'd like to thank my parents, my grandparents, and my sister for making it possible for me to even attend nursing school and continually supporting me in my journey. I would also like to thank all of my instructors, especially my clinical instructors, who have each shaped my nursing education, and I will take what they have taught me into the future. In my future career. And I want to say thank you and congrats to all of my fellow nominees. And in the future, I will be doing the UW Health Nurse Residency Program in the Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology Clinic. So again, congrats to everyone who was nominated. I know you will all do great things in the future.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Paige, and I look forward to your having a very exciting future. I'm honored to share that Anna Hines is our next pin recipient, and she will be receiving Elaine Rupka's Williams nursing pin. Elaine passed away in July of 2021 but we may have members of her family here with us this evening. Receiving this nursing pin means the world to Anna, as she will become a third-generation nurse. What a great family tradition. I'm also thrilled to be able to say that Anna is yet again another person that I was able to have an experience with during our mock interview opportunities, and I know she'll have an exciting career. Anna is currently the president of the UW-Madison's chapter of a national healthcare organization. She has been on their board for 3 years, where she has helped create opportunities for students to learn about different avenues and careers in healthcare. Students involved in this organization also facilitate mentorship for underclassmen and collaborate with different groups across campus. Anna hopes to pursue a nursing career in patient education because she finds it incredibly rewarding to connect with patients while also providing care. Graduating with a certificate in nursing in 1951, and then with her bachelor's degree in nursing in 1952, Elaine began her career path in obstetrics and gynecology. Her career path moved her to orthopedics and then to community medicine. Her daughter Deirdre remembers her with a first aid kit at her brother's Little League games, administering various immunizations, and she was known to take blood pressures in the neighborhood. Plus, she answered anyone's questions about their varied ailments. She represented nursing wherever she went and really exemplifies that Badger nurses change lives. Elaine's husband, Malcolm, and daughter Deirdre, if you're here with us this evening, would the two of you care to share anything with Anna on your family or Elaine's behalf?
Anna, this is Deirdre, and we are thrilled that you are receiving Mother's Pin. It would have meant the world to her to be here and share that with you. I followed in her footsteps as well, graduating from the other UW here in Washington. But she would have been thrilled that you are carrying on the tradition in your family as well. So we wish you the best.
Thank you so much, you guys. I just want to thank the alumni organization, Linda, and you guys, Elaine's family. I know I could not have gotten here today without all of you that have come before me in this profession and carved a real path for us in the future. I hope to make a fraction of the impact Elaine left on the world and the people around her, both within and outside of my nursing career. Next year, I will be working at Meriter here in Madison on their cardiovascular unit. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Deirdre. Malcolm, it's so good to see you. And Anna, congratulations. I think I have a knack of getting the very teary transitions every single year. So apologies if I'm a little hoarse during this next one. This is a special moment to remember how nurses continue to pave the way for future generations of nurse leaders. I'm honored to share that Abigail Mary Jo Joseph, or MJ, as she is affectionately known within the school, will be receiving Barbara Brown's nursing pin. I have been lucky to work with MJ through her work for the last 2 years as a student ambassador. MJ not only exemplifies the Badger nurse identity, but she is a true leader within the UW-Madison community. I could not be more excited to recognize her and share a little bit about the relationship that Barbara and MJ share. MJ has been involved at the School of Nursing through her leadership as a student ambassador and as the diversity and inclusion chair within the Student Nurses Association, or SNA as we call it. One of her first duties as an ambassador was speaking to a special class who was celebrating their 50-year reunion. There was a pandemic raging around the world, but celebrating a milestone was essential to advancing connections and fostering new memories. Barbara Brown is a proud 1971 graduate who sparked the idea to have a virtual reunion series to celebrate with her classmates, and now this has become a standing tradition within the School of Nursing. The class of 1971 included a group of change makers. You current students here tonight, you actually have their class to thank for the nursing cap no longer being a requirement of the nursing uniform. So long story short, Barbara and MJ met during one of the reunion sessions and they had an instant bond. Barbara has been saving her pin for MJ's graduation, and I couldn't be more excited to see this legacy transfer. So MJ and Barb, would you care to share any thoughts on how your first interactions led to this lifelong mentorship opportunity? So feel free to unmute yourselves.
MJ, I feel honored to pass my pen to you. The first time we met at the 1971 virtual 50th anniversary reunion, I sensed that you had the passion, dedication, and drive to succeed. Congratulations on your soon graduation. You bring creativity, commitment, and caring to our profession. Your patients will be fortunate to receive your care. Best of luck in your future. I believe you will go far. Stay in touch.
No worries about that, Barbara. I'll probably be texting you a little later. But I just wanted to thank everyone here. It's through their encouragement. I would like to give a special thank you to my parents, my brother, sister-in-law, my aunt, who just fondly shared that I was very nervous about not getting into the nursing school and not thinking I would be a good enough fit for the program. But by being here and through their constant encouragement and prayers, I've, proven them hopefully proud. I will be continuing to being a nurse over at UW Health in the emergency room, so just across the street from the nursing school. So I would love to come back. I miss the school very dearly already, and I'm just thinking about graduation at the moment, but I hope to come back in a couple of years and get my DNP in either acute care or family practice. But I just, again, wanted to thank all of you, especially Dean Scott and Jordan, for guiding me, and Barbara for being leaders and mentors in my eyes. Thank you so much.
Thank you both for sharing your reflections and thoughts with us. Our next pair is also unique. I am so proud to introduce Melissa and Lauren Whiteman. Melissa is a proud 1997 graduate of the School of Nursing, and Lauren is graduating from the Accelerated BSN program. To no one's surprise, Melissa is donating her nursing pin to her daughter this evening. Jordan, I'm getting choked up too. Melissa began her nursing career in 1993 on an inpatient pediatric unit and knew right away that she wanted to obtain her master's in pediatric nursing. While working on the master's degree, she transitioned to the ER as pediatric inpatient census and stays were on the decline, and the ER always had plenty of children seeking care. Upon completing her master's, she worked for several years as primary care nurse practitioner. Recently, she returned to providing direct patient care as a provider, working at Planned Parenthood, which was a valuable experience working with young people needing contraceptive and STI care, along with the unserved population. She's been at SSM Health for the last 4.5 years as a manager in the Southern Wisconsin market, with oversight to the COVID vaccine clinic, a family medicine department, registration staff, and the concierge team. Lauren has always known she wanted to be a nurse. She worked as a nursing assistant per diem while working on her first bachelor's degree. She worked odd jobs in public service until the pandemic began in 2020. She found herself in a unique position and returned to healthcare as a nursing assistant at UW Hospital in April of 2020. She worked on her prerequisites part-time while in this role, and before she knew it, she's a couple of weeks away from earning her BSN. In February of 2022, months before starting this program, her grandpa fell and suffered a subdural hematoma, which progressed into multiple complications. This experience sparked an interest in her in neurology, and she has accepted a job offer at UW Hospital on the Neurology Progressive Care Unit in August. She is confident she will be able to provide the same compassionate care that her grandpa was treated with while hospitalized at UW. Lauren, we are confident that you will provide the same level of care your grandpa received. We'd love to hear from both of you about what this means to you and your family. Melissa and Lauren?
So I just wanted to share that when the world was shutting down 3 years ago, that's when Lauren decided to go back to work on an inpatient unit, and that opened a whole new door and opportunities for her. And it's ironic here, the pandemic kind of is coming to a close or close to an end, and the world is coming back to normalcy here in the next few weeks. And there's a whole new chapter to Lauren's path and career that's opening to her. So she's really closed one door and opened another. And I just feel honored to give my pin to my daughter. She has worked incredibly hard the last year as a ABSN student, but also I really see her passion for patients and really ensures that they have the most dignity is ensured. She's really passionate about our underserved population, social injustice, and I think she has a huge career ahead of her of taking care of our population. And it really makes you proud to see, as not only a nurse, but as a mom, that our communities are going to be well taken care of by this generation of nurses.
I just want to say thank you to my mom. I also apologize. We've been laughing because you got emotional, Dorinda, and we are like the queens of being emotional. So we're both tearing up too. So thank you so much for having us here today.
Thank you both for sharing your stories. The time has come to recognize our final recipient and donor pair of this distinguished group of students and donors that we've had here. Danielle Harris will be receiving the nursing pin donated by Karen Bretsky-Walter. Danielle chose to pursue nursing because of her interest in obstetrics and gynecology and her strong desire to tackle the numerous racial ethnic healthcare disparities that exist, more specifically, the Black maternal and fetal mortality rates. Initially, she had a desire to pursue an MD and become OB/GYN physician, but nursing resonated with her more because of the specialized approach to care that nurses provide to patients. Nurses treat more than the illness. Nurses help patients get through their experience of the illness and have the privilege of being at the center of patient care to ensure advocacy for what's best for the patient values and concerns. Danielle was nominated by one of her peers who cited her tremendous leadership skills through her work as a student ambassador and as president of the Multicultural Student Nurses Organization. She could not think of anyone more deserving of this honor. She considers working with Danielle to be both an honor and a privilege. She has inspired me and shown me what it truly means to be a kind and compassionate Badger nurse. Karen graduated from the School of Nursing in 1960 and worked until she was 76. She worked in a variety of disciplines, but most of her career was spent in infection control. I appreciate that, Karen, because I do the same. She first began in that position in the early 1970s when infection control was in its infancy. Karen was always proud to wear the pin and wanted its legacy to live on. So her legacy will be continued as Danielle embarks on hers. I believe Karen's with us and I saw Danielle. Would both of you like to share anything?
Yes, I first would just like to say thank you so much. I'm just so grateful to be here today with all of you. And of course, a big thank you to Karen for donating her nursing alumni pin to me. And I look forward to passing this pin along and continuing the tradition for another UW-Madison nursing graduate. And just knowing that this pin is given to nursing students who exemplify, what it takes to devote one's hard work to the nursing profession and just to persevere through so many challenges. It just reinforces to me why I've chosen this career and that I just have so much more to learn and accomplish. And just being here again, I'm just so proud of all my fellow graduating peers. I'm so excited to see what the future holds for all of us. And just, I'm very, very, very grateful. Thank you.
I am just meeting Danielle. And so I would like to send you greetings from Southern California and congratulate you on the honor you're receiving today. Throughout my nursing career, I had always been so proud of wearing the beautiful UW pin. Well, I wanted to show her this. There. Well, I guess not. Oh, that's because I'm blurred. You can't know how much it means to me to know that this pin, after all these years, is going to have a second life. I really appreciate it moving on, and I know you will proudly wear it too. I see that you're beginning your practice very close to where I grew up, actually. And I hope one of these days that maybe you and I can make a personal touch and talk about things. God bless you as you start this career. It's a wonderful career. And as always, go Badgers.
Thank you both for sharing your reflections and moments with us. And now with this evening, it's been such an honor to be able to listen to all of you, hear your stories, and hear what the future holds for so many of you new grads. This is one of those occasions where we are all witness to the Wisconsin idea in action. Our graduates are about to embark on their nursing careers while carrying the legacies of the pins they now have. We now have about 10 minutes left for our evening. Would anyone else in the audience care to unmute and share a few thoughts or comments?
I'm Dana O'Brien. I'm the undergraduate program director at UW-Madison School of Nursing, and I just want to take a minute to congratulate each and every one of you that have received a pin this evening, and thank all of you who have extended those pins after a long career in a field that I myself I'm very honored to be a part of for the past 25 years. I have a lot more years to go yet. But yeah, I wanted to just extend my congratulations to each of you. And yeah, I'll cry at graduation too when I speak there. So thanks.
Thanks, Dr. O'Brien. That's all right. We'll both be crying at graduation. It comes with the territory. Well, otherwise, students and alumni, I will make sure you get connected personally after the ceremony later this week. So that way you can stay in touch as you continue embarking on your careers as they change and flow. Just know you are never, ever, ever alone. Thank you again for being here this evening. We know we're all pulled multiple directions, but this is such an important milestone, and we're so happy to celebrate our 2023 graduates. Students, you'll be part of a Badger Nurse alumni family when you graduate and walk across that stage in just over 2 weeks. And just remember, you're a Badger Nurse for life. That title carries you wherever you go. So again, thank you on behalf of the School of Nursing and the UW Nurses Alumni Organization. We are so proud of you. Cheers to all of you on this next step. And as always, on Wisconsin.